eventually, on a 16-14 scoreline, won out their own pick of Mirage. How are you feeling about this one, Nexus?
Well, I'm a bit shaky. I mean, Gamers, like you mentioned, they got the win right at the end. And Sinners, I think they got a bit of momentum going into this one, so they definitely should have no trouble with this. And well, sure, got to start things off with 2 1-taps, and well, trying to hold on. The Rampage got a third one now. Hold on, it's actually looking like a very quick shot down here, running away towards that B side with the bomb out in the open. T side in a bit of trouble immediately start things off here in the round, which I was not expecting from a single man.
Yeah, me neither. I would say, but I mean, what do they really do? If you come across a shock and then you have to walk over your own teammates' corpses just laying there in the war, I mean, what can you really do from that point? Mackie and G are asking that question, maybe, with GI being the one having that bomb in hand, but also the one that's carrying that burden, as Mackie instead is the one to sort of see what he can do over towards a different site, being the A site. As he just looks towards, but he won't find anything here except for a headshot against himself. Surely just get one frag, to be fair, but yeah, nothing more found as expected. Then after Shock just ravaged them initially, I don't think anyone was expecting too much else following those first 3 frags. And good start for Sinners. Have they won out all pistol rounds? It feels that way. Yeah, I think they have.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they have so far, 3 out of 3. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll scroll into, yeah, like I was saying, keep in mind. I mean, something else to know. I mean, Sinners went up 2-0 on that first map, and after that, it was just Gamers late fighting themselves. What was like, I think, good 7-8 rounds in a row, probably. At least felt like it. I could be totally wrong, but either way, now let's see as Sinners trying to hold away these pistols. The Shadow gives away the first man, but Israel still takes down one of these defenders here in Canny. Has been spotted. Got to be a bit careful now, but the AUG taps away. But what is that second Mackie to fade away? That's Gamers elite. They might just find a second round immediately here with only 2 players surviving or currently for the side of Sinners. It's not looking too great for them, but we'll see what they have in store for us.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, would it? This type of round was lost by Sinners. And I suppose Mackie is typically the bringer of bad news. Sinners, though, have actually put B-Stick towards this A site. And he does get the first. If he could just keep going, then they could really just shore up this A site and maybe just win out the round rather comfortably, and they do. B-Stick. Lovely stuff. That's 2-0 for Sinners, and again, what looked to be quite an uncomfortable spot for them was definitely shored up by B-Stick in the end there. I mean, they did get a good start, Gamers, didn't they? The man advantage and all, but not going to handle B-Stick.
No, he's a beast in on himself.
For sure.
If you would. No, okay. No, not a warm reception.
Not quite. Tough crowd.
No.
In my case.
Tough crowd indeed. I feel like that's always the case.
Speaking of tough crowds, Sedco walking out against plenty of people just trying to shoot at him after burning him alive. Does go down eventually. Even getting a frag there is kind of good because, like, he had no other exit, right? You just had to go out with a bang, and he certainly did. By at least getting 1 kill, that sort of keeps it somewhat okay for Sinners, although not ideal. But that's Sinners who still have those weapons from the last round. But if they lose too many here, I mean, Gamers could definitely, even if they don't win this round, Gamers, and I'm speaking like they're already down to 4-on-2 or something, but even if they don't win it, as long as they kill off a couple, they can definitely keep Sinners' economy in check. Or maybe even win the round. As I mentioned, they're not in that sort of 2-on-4 situation yet. They can still win this round for sure, especially with that ramp control. Gonna take just full control of it without much challenge. Mackie over Secret as well. Canny is definitely looking out for it, but maybe not gonna do a wholehearted peek into it. Maki watching him, and with only 38 health, he still takes him down. That's massive. That's a man advantage for Gamers found. And he can just stay put. He doesn't have to challenge the players close to him. Instead, he acts as a bit of bait. The rest of his team are just walking up, but Shock was ready for it. Takes the first. Is G out to trade, though? Still that man advantage for Gamers. Beastic will spot out Maki. Straight back into it. Only one man on the site as well as there is G to try and find his way back to it. Idso pushed up with only 1 health. If he could even get 1 here, that'd be massive. But GI is definitely the one he's setting up to sort of go into that late post plant. But GI will just peek. At least do some noise. Acting for a bit of bait, maybe. And the switch comes. Idso winning out the round essentially because Beastic is just not going to be winning that despite the kit. Just too many angles to keep in mind. Gamers do win it.
Yeah, Gamers getting started early here on the T side of Nuke. A very important thing. Don't want to fall too far behind, but same thing goes for the CT side. Like, immediately with this one round, the side of Gamers have found themselves. They've gotten a bit of momentum and the economy backing them, while the CT is probably not going to be able to go for a buy here. Yeah, it's going to be just pistols and a single scout. I mean, we've seen that scout do damage before, so wouldn't surprise me. But the Desert Eagles themselves, very good weapons if they are in the hands of these players who can use them. And now Zedko will use it. Not even Zedko. That's going to be Shock to use that. Just with the scout. But now Caddy towards ramp. T-side know there's someone else around these parts. And well, he got in depression both finding frags. The Neo frag. This is big. He's the only man alive now to tap away at 4. He's got 1, 2. And the bomb is right around that corner. If he tries to chase him down,
so low.
He might just win the round, but needs to find him quickly into the smoke. But depression, no, he's gonna go down. He doesn't know it, but that's the bomb. That's big. Now the one-on-one.
I mean, if he just knew, then that'd be so much bigger. It feels like. But still, Idsu is definitely quite paranoid about the situation. Maybe thinking Neofrag is gonna know. Oh, but he's just waiting around it, so this is so smart, and this is gonna win him the round, even. The fact that he stuck around for so long, Neofrag was not quite ready for it. They do tie it up here, Gamers. What looked to be just an incredible clutch to be won out. Has been shored up by the end, by the last Fred. What an attempt from Neofrag, though, these 2 initial frags. The fact that he caught out depression as well for the smoke. Definitely a valiant effort. An effort that should be applauded, but that will still put them onto these pistols. He gets a deagle at least for the good effort. Hey, Deagle has already gone down though. Shock does go down. Neofrag trading straight back. That deagle on in his hands, it always feels quite threatening.
Yeah, a weapon to be feared, but the T side currently seem to be dealing with the CTs so far. Another frag coming their way. T side, with this round, most likely will take themselves the lead. Still a night over, but well, it is getting close to it. Damage traded, a lot of it now. There's that frag and Zedko. Well, Neo Frag tried to give it a try in the last round. Now let's see if he can find the 1-on-4 here. That's 1. Depression still around here. The Desert Eagle firing away. Gotta be careful. The nades coming in. Yeah, there's that T side working around that corner with Worst Play Fight at the final frag, and Gamers have taken the lead here. 3-2. Look to get themselves another one on the board here. Yet again about the CTs. Here should be the weapons coming out. And that is going to be all talk over the town as we get into this next round.
That is actually quite a big one. This one, both teams have massively. I mean, some of the Gamers players, I suppose, can stay alive, but if Sinners lose this round specifically, then again we're seeing that type of situation that we saw in Mirage, where early on that T side of Gamers can just really run away with it surprisingly much. We'll see Idsu push in then as GI actually goes down. It's a trade coming out, and Maki, the one to really cause some troubles. He even gets covers for that bomb plant as Sedko just runs in. This is rather bold, and this is rather just fruitful for them. He works out. Oh my god, Sedco! What a beast! That is massive. The 4K and the defuse coming out for Sedco. What a hero, and the audacious play. The bold play. It really did work out there.
What a round coming out there. And these, you mentioned Zedko finding those frags. I don't even know how he gets that final one with the USP out of all the weapons.
Yeah.
I mean, he just made it look easy. Just dropping down. All of the T-side players knowing exactly where he is, but they still peeking one at a time. That's basically given Sinners that round. But still, Gamers, they have enough money to go for one, but this CT push could be big, and well, the Molotov is already there looking for the frag here, looking for that fight. The flash is coming over, now to assist Canny here is Endeavor's outside, but only good for a single frag with a trade immediately coming in. And this T-side, that deep smoke. Saying there might just be some kind of a split in towards Heaven or Mini, perhaps, but... Well, and now see if... No, Zedko. One of his own smokes down. That's that T-side completely take over outside, and now they've got no information. Garage and both the smoke that Zedko tossed down there. On the T-side, looking at them, they're just going to back away, very patient here. A lot of teams probably would have bitten into that and just swallowed the bait of taking outside, but currently... Going to be playing this together and in towards that A side. It's going to be Neofrag, the first man here with his MP9, looking to take them down. But can he do it now? Utility starts to come in very, very shortly, lining up for that mini smoke. And it's going to be one hell of a hold here if they want to win out this round. But it comes down to that timing. Now the door opens. Are they ready? They are. Maki first frag. Defender Beastic here with his M4. Now it has to go above and beyond. He's got 1 and 2. Has defended this so well so far, but the bomb has dropped, and well, there's Shock coming in. Who's trying to chase down that player on the bomb site. Cannot do it, and the bomb goes down. Depression 1-on-3. Or round number 4. The momentum of this match will give the winner of this round.
Yeah, and I mean, there's only one winner here, isn't there? Surely, yep. Fought not for a second, but yep. Does end up going in favor of Sinners as they keep themselves in this one, and maybe those fears of gamers running away with it really quickly are avoided for now, for just a little bit, especially with that economy of gamers not quite looking the same as it once did. Canny started this one off after it did get traded. Again, Maki is just such a good. It's such a good entry towards that A site, isn't he? He's done that just on repeated occasions, as you sort of saw in the highlights of the game so far. He's quite a bold one. Maybe not quite to the same extent as someone like Sedco, but yeah, definitely has that vein in him, I'd say.
Yeah, this round. T-side again, same as last, very patient, trying to go for the outside control, looking for these players, seeing if they can find any sort of an advantage here. As a T-side with nothing but these Desert Eagles, definitely would need a big opening into this round, most likely just not a single frag, needing to at least to have the chance here. But look at this, they're getting into Mini and Depression. He's found the first frag, the Desert Eagle. Now that's 1 and 2. Now here comes the CT side in response, but the frags still keep found even after those trades. And Gia God with another one, a Shock. He has to go massive here. Now is he ready? The flashbang goes out on the T side. Are they ready? As he's just gonna go ahead and try and get a bit of control here now. The bomb has gone down, 40 seconds left on the clock. Jay got to move it right below him, and he's got that chance. He's got the timing and the frag. Hasn't found the frag. 4-4. Gamers tying things up. So we're going to be getting into this the same way we got into Mirage, a very close one at sometimes in that match. Maybe not the very start, but halfway through we started getting a bit closer, and in the end, definitely close.
I mean, I don't know if I can take a whole map of that though, Nexus. I don't know about you. Just the whole thing being as tight as that Mirage game, but I'd still be excited for it if it does happen, especially with Shock showing up like this, being that man mountain once more to finally be overcome. But Not after just falling down too easily, instead ending up quite the challenge. Smart from Gamers, though. Throwing a couple weapons overboard so Sinners can't just walk and pick them up on the flank. That could have been quite devastating. Instead, they have that forethought and are going to look now to try and push in towards that A site. B-stick waiting, though, and that's not who you want to be waiting on the other side. Are they even going A? They're moving up a couple players outside now, actually, with Itzo staying there. G throwing in a smoke I fought for outside. Maybe it's going to be for inner. 45 seconds. I'm still none the wiser. Yeah, it's definitely going to be an inner molly, though. As Itzo looks to maybe cut off a few rotations. That's how it gets mollied off. Neofrag waiting in new vent. About 35 seconds left or so. Depression. Just waiting for his teammates to flash him in. As Itzu does catch out a rotation. That's big. That also pulls the attention away for just a second, where Depression makes use of it. Canny has gone for the flank play, but G is just there for it. How smart is that? Oh, but B-stick, he's back again! He doesn't quite pull it off. It's so close, but G is there for it somehow. He was ready for the flank somehow, and he's ready for him to just jump up on him. Very close in the end there. After some good solo performances from Sinner, both in that initial play, and then obviously Canny, or B-stick rather, on the site itself. Canny didn't do much. He got shut down rather quickly. As I'm guessing they will be here as well. Yep. Guessed right.
Oh, that is literally half a second as they get taken down there outside. Now the shock. Oh, look at this. The Eagle. Starting to do a bit of damage there, but not able to get any more than that. It's going to be another round for the side of Gamers, and with that, this T side is starting to look very dangerous, but looking at this Maki, the 3k spray down. There, he doesn't even have to move his mouse that much. Let's go for the normal spray with the T side. Look to get themselves around at number 7, and from what we've seen so far, I'm not expecting them to change things too much. They keep going for the patience place, but as soon as I say that, the outside smokes are already down. The T side sneaking behind those. As CET's got a single man towards that lower bomb, so will be Canny rotating there. And here's this angle. We've seen this already before, but can he get it? It's now that T side make their way in. But what is that shock he got? He just got that one in insanely easily. The Molotov's now towards vents. Buy time for the rotate. And it's going to be all on the shock here towards that lower side. 1-2 headshot coming in with the M4A1S. Looking for that next one. He's got him and turn around for another one. Still Itzo gets the better of him this time. And now that T side in a 3-on-3. A bit of utility towards Ramzedko. Got to watch out. Buying for time for his teammates to rotate. But worst player. This flank is going to be huge. Ooh. Look at this timing. Oh, he could just find 1 and 2 here. But no. He's got neither. How has that happened?
All 3 from Sinners are entering from ramp as well. That could have been such a big play. Instead, it's Maki to make first contact. He takes 1. Not quite the second, though. Instead, it's going to be Idsu in the 1-on-2. Just waiting around. I think they're going to be expecting this type of play as well. Defuse going to be 10 seconds, though. They wait around. Idsu takes 1. Goes for the spray, but it's B-stick to win it out in the end. He couldn't stay patient for too much longer, considering they had... He didn't know if they had a kit or not. Even if they don't, it still works out. If he just waited a few more seconds, had a bit more ice in his veins, maybe it doesn't work out for them. But I can't say I blame him for that one, to be honest.
No, you just got to go for some kind of play there. You waited a few seconds, waited like I think more than most people would have when it's a player on that bomb. So try the time to ride at the very end, but it was a tap. First case in the second, player just trading him. Not that much you can do about it, but here it is going to be a change of pace. Look at this depression already towards that A side, nearly finding B-stick as well by his teammate trading, and that is one hell of a round. One speedy push towards that A side, and the seat is getting shut down. But Canny has found the moment from Oskins. 1 and the 2 maybe, but not ready for the 3rd. As the T side now need to collect that bomb. Shock has been spotted by his teammate. There's the bomb has been collected. Now out towards that A side, but there is Maki. Even with the bomb, he's just going for the facing, and he's found that round. GamerS1337 What is that?
That it feels like every round, even when gamers like start by just getting a couple kills, and it feels like, well, this is just going to be a pushover. No, every time it ends up being like a 1-on-1, a 2-on-1, at least sort of a 3-on-2 type of situation. Even in this type of round, I wouldn't be surprised if Sinners draw it close. I'm liking it as well, obviously, in that it's just being so close right now. Every step of the way, gamers not quite getting to get that momentum rolling, but maybe they start to now. If Sinners don't get that next gun round, then I think we might be in for another 10-5 half, just like the first half of Mirage. I would make an educated guess on that, and I don't think it would be a very bold one. Put it that way. Sinners just hiding out.
Yeah,
it's saving.
Definitely more than doable at this point. Like this gamer side, 5 plays surviving here. They've got to get a bit of money. It's not really there. That jump whip for whatever reason decides to fail and push him back, but well, I suppose it is what it is. Now we go into our next round here. 5-8 will be the scorelines. The CTs, like, they gotta be in a load of trouble. The utility's not gonna be there. Canny, Shock, and a Zedko. Look at the money on all 3 of them, and there's one frag coming in for Shock, but that's not gonna help out his cause too much. And it's just gonna be that, like, difficult for the side of Sinners. As gamers, now it wouldn't surprise me to just go back to the normal style of just waiting around. They're gonna bait out that utility. And the CTs, I'm guessing, will want to go for some kind of a quick play, maybe like a lobby push outside, stack something, and I mean, you already see 3 players headed towards outside, maybe indicating something like that. Could be coming in, trying to go for the gamble, trying to find that frag to ease your way into this round with the man of power. But the T side, look at them, 4 players towards ramp, and Idzo is the only man outside. It's going to be all in the Shock again. That pistol round was something to behold, but we're far past that one now. As the T side gets closer and closer, sneaking by, and now it will be all on him and his M4. Is he ready? One player comes out, and well, the flashbang is all that needed to get him away from the site, and now Depression making his way towards that B-bomb site has found one. But there's that second player. Neofrag immediately rotated down, looking for these players, looking to try and take them down, stall them, rotate. But no, it's going to be frags after frag for the T side, 3 in a row, and the CTs forced away. We're looking at a 10-5 half here, Thomas.
Yeah, confirmably, gamers start to run away with it, and honestly, like, 10-5 half on Mirage is very good, right? 10-5 half on T side on Mirage is very, very good. 10-5 half on T side on Nuke, that is remarkable stuff. That could really put you in quite good stead. And again, are Sinners really going to keep on winning these pistol rounds? Is it the question that you may also be having? They're free for free right now, but I mean, it's essentially a flip of a coin most of the time, those pistol rounds, so surely they can't keep going with that. And if gamers, again, just like on Mirage, if they do win a pistol round, then it's going to be massive. But maybe not 10-5 yet. We never count them out, do we? Sinners, even when they're all SMGs, they can do some damage. A lot of that, in fact, with them having a 4-on-3. I do like this Idzu play that will lurk to come out from the other angle. How has he reacted and adapted to that situation? GI still picks up another one, and Sinners are going to be waiting around, but they're walking away from the bomb. They're all walking towards ramp. Are they really going to be leaving the bomb like that? Triple stacking in ramp. They could get mollied away from the bomb even further. What are they doing right now, Sinners? They're just walking in some type of conga line.
Yeah, they know they have to collect that bomb. I think they're going to go for the rotation towards that A side. Look at them. They're already towards that heaven position. Going to catch them out, but Idzo, he's ready.
What? Why?
1 and 2.
I mean, maybe it was good in theory, but I think that proves that it doesn't work in practice. The fact that they've gone up like that. Neofrag still trying, though. Getting 1 frag. It's G. Can he rescue this Neofrag after what seems a little bit of a misguided play? He still walks out. Still tries G to face him, and G to stand tall. The misguided play from Sinners does not work out. It was misguided. Am I being too harsh in that? I feel like it's just.
I think you are. I think you're being a bit too harsh. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. I mean, it's not a bad
just in
play,
practice
but
it didn't work.
Yeah.
Still,
Like, it's not a bad idea. You know they have to collect that bomb. You know they're
yeah.
most likely not going to go towards A. So if you can beat them towards that A side with the
don't-
timing, which it's like 3 seconds off.
Yeah, but I just feel like the weaponry factor is there, right? The MP9's in that type of tight angle where the bomb was. You can definitely make it work. When you're up in heaven and you're like moving up and trying to get into a better position, I don't know if it works at all, to be honest. You see some better weapons than just MP9s come out as you just see some of the brilliant highlights from the first half so far, and we've had plenty, haven't we, Nexus? So many clutches, so many plays, and I just hope it continues into that second half. Oof, Mackie. Beast pick as well, wow. Lovely stuff.
Yeah. Get it in that second half. And again, it is the 10-5 you slightly mentioned on the T side of Nuke. That is something else in its entirely. Both the 10-5 on Mirage, like, out of the water, basically. Like, this is way more of an accomplishment, and the fact that this is still the map pick of Sinners, that CT side was absolutely abominable. Like, it is not looking good.
Yeah, not at all. Especially if they do get this pistol round. We've said that before, and Sinners always seem to win it out, but once more, Shock with a Deagle? Alright, if any player wants to do it, then I guess he would be, but still, the Deagle play, not one you see every day, even less than the dual Berettas these days. GI getting one though. The Deagle still lives, but so do 4 of the CTs as they do move on. Sinners find themselves in a bit of a comfortable spot as the Deagle actually does get a frag. Hasn't worked out beyond that though, as they stack up here. Sinners in lobby, but so are the CTs, but over by door. Neo Fraggy's been great in these pistol rounds already, and he's continuing that trend. The frag onto Depression surely cleans it up. It's Edsu instead to walk up and to frag him back. Canny all alone on no armor, but still winning it out. Sinners keep the perfect record in pistol rounds, 4 for 4 and 6 to 10. Now it's all about coming back in the same way as they did on Mirage, and maybe even getting a lead, because they were in the lead at one point on Mirage, obviously, in that second half, where they got, what, like 12-11? 12-10, something like that?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that is really where they want to reach.
Yeah, I mean, they got the lead on that map, but on here on Nuke, it's going to be a different kind of worst aim. And yeah, all the fact you're on the T side now, it's going to be an uphill struggle, and Gamers very strong T or CT side already, and or T side, and moving on to that CT side, I don't think it's going to slow down too much. But we'll see it now. Desert Eagle already finding a frag there and trying to change or save that weapon. But one player's taken out, and how do they know that? Sinners, how are they going to plant the bomb? Yeah, there we go. Gonna hunt this player down, or was Idzo's plans here in this little round? Now looking for the frag, but Shock just so clean. The sidestep in this field of V and Sinners around in number 7. Now closing that gap once again. I mean, once again on Mirage, they did get the lead, but at the end it was just not enough. Gamers lead, they took it in the end, 16-14. Getting us into this second map, and they have not slowed down at all. And now into this next round, yeah.
The big thing is, you mentioned as well, like, it is going to be tougher for that C side, because Gamers just didn't get it going early on in their CT side on Mirage, obviously, but it's going to be way easier here, you'd think, unless it's taken out like that. G does trade it, and so does Depression, as the aforementioned G goes down, then the trades just keep on flowing. Nexus, a 2-on-2, turn 2-on-1, and the final end of it, it's Gamers to actually find their advantage by having to keep up with the trades all throughout. Sedco, the fearless one, who has been quite an honest beyond that one play we all remember, has got the bomb here in the 1-on-2. I think they're starting to stack up though, Mackie and worst player. Even though they're not towards B, yeah, they are running towards ramp. They might actually catch him as he tries to walk out for the bomb plant here. He gets naded down to half health already. He's got plenty of utility. Uses that to evade the initial damage as he instead takes one. And the second Sedco! The fearless one stands once more. It's Sinners on 8. And yet again, the pattern repeats itself. History repeats itself.
what is that round at the end? Sinners get themselves another one, and I mean, it's starting to look, again, like that comeback might be happening, but still need a few more into this one. Sinners, they've got the AKs, Gamers a lead down to nothing but pistols. This is going to be one hell of a task. Again, still, upgraded pistols on Nuke, they do pose a threat, but needs to get something going very quickly here in Neofrag. It looks to be close by, and well, Giga goes down. Looking for the next one. Unable to get it, but now depression against Beastie, who's got a angle you're not gonna expect. I say that, but what are you? Depression, the CZ. It's apparently a bit too good there, and now worst player towards ramp. He needs something out of this very quickly, and come on and get it done. That's the T side. Well, thought they were gonna go at him, but apparently not. Zedko still attempting to do that one tap, silencing him on a ramp. But CTs, they've got a few players towards that A bomb site. This is going to be one hell of a task to defend this, even with the manpower they have here. There's one. The trade's coming in, and look at that. It's has activated, looking for the Desert Eagle Frags. He's got 1 and 2, and turning it into a 1-on-2 here. Zedko again has to go huge here. He's got 1. Needs that next one. It does not know where he's coming from. It's going to be worst player against him. So far, so quiet on the scoreboard, and it's going to come down to that timing. Zedko looking for something here.
So much tension, isn't there? First player with 20 seconds or so is was up in heaven. Thinks he's still lurking around that area as well. As Zedko stops the watch. Yes, no! He does go down. I thought he went for the flick there. That would have been insane, but instead it is worst player to win it out. A round that Gamers really shouldn't have won, but it is their speciality, isn't it? Isn't it? Just to win those types of rounds where they shouldn't. And that means 11 for them. I mean, that is massive.
That is massive. You can see that T side, they needed the round. Their economy cannot survive that kind of a hit. And into this one, I mean, you got to see how much it's done to them. Nothing but pistols and a single AK headed towards ramp, where it's going to be Maki waiting, spraying into the smoke. It's one and nearly another one, but so much damage done. That T side cannot withstand this depression. Finally on the up, hits something, and the second one to follow up with the 360, going for the style points, not getting it. Up now collected. We have been baited. It was going to be so nice if he did hit that shot, but now down at only Neofrag with an 8 LVP. Headed down a ramp, and Maki with a swing. Has no fear in his eyes. It's got 26 frags to his name already. And round over 12 for the side of Gamers Elite.
This is definitely not going the way I thought it was. I mean, towards after the clutch came out, I thought we were definitely in for a full-on Sinners comeback. 2 rounds in a row now for Gamers, and feels like a third one should be coming as well, considering the lack of weaponry for Sinners. 2 Glocks, 3 Deagles. Surely they don't do another one of those rounds. Gamers would probably win here if it was them. It feels like, but Sinners just don't. Maybe that is the difference between these two teams. Maybe that is why Gamers won the first map and are 13-8 up here. If they win this gun round, there's surely no way for Sinners to come back into this one.
Yeah, I just completely agree with this. And there's no way if this round is a lost one. As much as you would love to see, we just might see Gamers Elite in the grand final over Sinners. We were both predicting them as the favorites headed into this one. And now look at the round push, look at the lobby push they go. Just the speed, the sheer speed and willpower they power through. They got the information, but now they need to make those rotations. Depression outside, trying to fire over that smoke. Cannot see anyone just yet. If he takes a blind shot, maybe connecting, but now it's a bit too late. But Maki, the lobby push doesn't amount to something, a frag on the Neofrag. And the CT's now worst player has to defend that B bomb site. He's getting surrounded here. Those doors, as soon as they open, he's going to be in so much trouble. There's one frag coming into the CT side, already surrounding him, looking for more. They've got them. Canny and Shock both delivering. T side make their way and have collected it. That B bomb site, it belongs to them, but the CTs, they've still got a bit of something to say about this one. Another frag for Maki. The nade going in. That is a big one and doing so much damage. Another frag, and now it's a 1-on-2 Canny. Knows where one of these plays are, but can he predict that second one? He can hit up that vent, have a free A bomb site, and Strum is.
Wow.
How can he pull himself out of this? What can he do?
Oh well, just gotta get a bomb plant. It feels like it. He does do just that. It's got one player up top by Garage. We've seen so many fearless plays. Is Canny gonna be another one of them? Nope. Not this time yet again. We've been baited into it. Nexus is the Depression is the one to find the kill. Maki's the one to find the defuse, and GamerS are the ones to find 14 and a 14-8 scoreline. You don't come back from that, surely.
No, I very high. This is like the one chance Sinners will have is this round and this one only. Looking at the money, looking at everything they have, they need to get this one. Like if not this one, it's 100% over. I mean, it's never over until it's over, but it's not looking great either. Like,
yeah,
don't want to call it, but it's yeah. You know what I'm trying to say.
Again, it feels like GamerS. I don't know. It feels like they just, as soon as we thought something was happening with Sinners again, the same story was repeating itself. It just didn't happen. GamerS have been just going against that narrative all game through. Sort of overarching as well, right? With them not being favorites from the start. Did I not predict GamerS were gonna win? Did I say Sinners? I don't remember. Too long ago. I don't want to be too bold. Yeah, I don't want to say.
I think we're both going. It was Sinners winning it. I think.
Right, cool.
I mean, obviously my memory is not the best, but
no, yeah, but I think at least like not picking myself up. I did give that possibility as well, right? Where it's like GamerS, if they could just get like a good start on their own map, like they did against Project X, they could get another upset under their belt. And I mean, if they find themselves in the final, what just a story, right? Just an upset, the upset way into that final. Displacing Sinners to do so and going up against either Grashtas or Game Agents within that final, which obviously we'll see after this game, by the way, guys. As soon as this one finishes, we'll be taking a look at that one. If you're waiting around for that one, but maybe you won't have to wait for long, considering how good GamerS look right now. Sinners, the last attempt, it's last chance saloon, really. They try and go in, but it's just not working right now. The XM, the 2 kills, it's been traded. The XM's still alive, and look at it! Gee, I was just taking it out the trash. Sinners just ending up in those bags and ending up in the trash chute. Only Shock alive, the 1-on-2 turned from a 1-on-3. He's gonna get spotted out, he's gonna get killed off. It's match point. Semi-final point for GamerS. That XM play, it's remarkable stuff. The 2 kills initially staying alive as the CT defense fell around him. And then he really did hold on. What a play. That's why the XM is OP.
Yeah, GI got it. The game instructor teaching Sinners how to play, and now it's match point for GamerS Elite. Like, this is it here for the side of the Sinners. They need to win 7 rounds in a row to try and force overtime to have a chance at a third map. Well, GamerS, they've basically got, what, 37 rounds here to play with? If you want to go that far. It's like, no way Sinners can come back from this, but they need an absolute miracle. Let's see if they can be offered up. One is currently that CT side looking for a frag suppression. It has spotted the first man outside. Beastic, 1 frag found. AK gets the first one going. Now the spam comes in. Itsu, gotta be careful in the corner, stuck there, looking to get out of it, but another frag with that T side, and now they're actually making this round work. It's gonna be on the worst player on that A site, but the T side, they're down towards that vents and down towards that B bomb site. Another frag coming in their way, and it's a 1-on-4. Sinners, they gotta get themselves around number 9 here, most likely. Now going for that final one. Beastic has got it. Not done it just yet, but needs to play this flawlessly, and they cannot accept anything else.
Feels like just the exact symptoms of just that match point hangover effect, right? Where I think it's quite a widespread phenomenon where you get onto match point, maybe you get a little bit complacent, you take the victory ahead of itself, and you do drop a round or maybe 2 or maybe 3. But again, as you mentioned during the round, like there's just way too much leeway here for GamerS not to win this one out. Sinners, if they even get match point, I'd be surprised. If they get 13, I'd be so surprised. Overtime, not possible, not in this world. With the way GamerS are playing right now. Look at it. Yeah, they're just gonna kill it off. That's what I meant. Sinners not even gonna reach match point, surely, at this rate.
There's the change of pace and
by the absolute aggression, the absolute fearlessness that wins GamerS, not just map 1,